Hello and welcome once again to, well, I don't know what to call this. Is it mental block, or maybe it's a little mental block? Is it amplified instead of Terrain of Terror? Yes, a little bit of that. It's using the very beautiful shader pack, which I heartily recommend to everybody. And this is so far single player, but who knows what shall happen in the future if we decide to continue this thing. This is going to be an exciting map. If I can find anything, let's do something right now, shall we? Instead of just talking. Oh, so what's the reason behind this? Well, I was feeling depressed, and I wanted to play some Terrain of Terror, but there's a problem with Terrain of Terror. Do you know what that problem is? Where the hell am I? Oh, I took damage already. The problem with Terrain of Terror was that it was too serious, and I wanted to keep it up, and then I couldn't maintain the seriousness, and here I am killing pigs, and I don't have a sword yet or anything. Forget it, I don't want to kill this pig. Well, it looks like I killed it anyway. I'm going to kill the pigs later. I want to get some tools here, then we'll do some stuff. Where are the trees? Oh, there are trees up here. Have to find a place to stay the night? This is flashing on and off. That's a very strange thing. Hi! Okay, so what am I doing here? Well, you know, Terrain of Terror was a wonderful series, but it had one big gigantic problem. Do you know what that problem was? The problem was that after I took it too seriously and I couldn't take it, I had a storyline, it was all wonderful, I was going to go after somebody, I was going to do a bunch of things, and that whole thing fell apart. And why did it fall apart? Why I wasn't getting lag like this last time I tried this. Well, the reason why the whole thing fell apart was because I wasn't able to maintain the seriousness. I felt the need to rant about somebody who was in Season 4 doing something, and I ended up ranting so much because I was just so frustrated that I had to break character. And then once I broke character, it was impossible to stay in character. And I wasn't in character, and I went around doing all kinds of stupid things to stupid people. Mostly myself. And then what happened was I just fell apart. I ended up doing silly. I ended up being very silly indeed. And it was terrible, and it was just awful. Awful. I don't recommend this kind of method and behavior of doing things. Now I gotta find a place to stay for the moment, if I can find one. Now what do we have here? Oh, this looks pretty good. I have to get some dirt, but first I have to do other things. Let's put this, oh, I don't know, let's put this here. And then let's have one shovel, and let's have one wooden sword, and that's it. That's all we need. The end. Oh, wait. That looks funny. What's wrong with that texture? Oh no, are we having texture problems again? We were doing so well up until I noticed we had texture problems. No, there's probably not a texture problem. It just probably looked like it. Okay, well, what we gotta do now is we gotta dig that coal. No, my problem here has been one of, once my texture pack went bad, I had to have something. My big gimmick for Terrain of Terror was that we had a texture pack. And it looked gorgeous because I spent a lot of time on that texture pack. I've had a modification of that texture pack ever since Season 1. Season 1, mind you, it wasn't even too early an episode before I started messing around with the textures. And now here I am with a size 16 texture pack, and I don't know what to do because I'm stuck with that kind of thing. And I'm stuck with I can't go all serious all the time. So I don't know, is this Terrain of Terror? Is this Season 2 of Terrain of Terror? Is this a new place? Where am I? Where are we going? What's going to happen? I don't know. Let's go and find out, shall we? But first, let's do some digging. Because digging is important. Ooh, the light's coming in somehow. How's it like getting in there? I don't know. Alright, we've got 8. We've got enough. Got enough for our first furnace, which we shall put here. And we don't have anything to put in that furnace. Keep digging. I got a sword. Let's use it. Find the other pigs. I know there's more pigs around here. So what's my character? I don't know what my character is. What's my motivation here? I don't know yet. This isn't going to be a question of somebody who's trapped somewhere and needs help getting back. Or it's not going to be a story of somebody who has to keep in character and not fight or not complain about things. I think I have the inalienable right to I'm going to leave that pig alive. I think I have the inalienable... I can't even say inalienable without having problems. And inalienable right to to rant about whatever I want to, and maybe nothing if that's what I want. I'm going to destroy this stuff with coal because I can, and it's symbolic of the Industrial Revolution. So there! I'm going to reinvent myself if I can, because I'm just sick and tired, and I do mean this in the nicest possible way. I am sick and tired of my life going the way it is. And so I'm going, instead of having to live my life this way, I'm going to do all these other crazy things, which is going to cause a lot of disapproval in my now where the hell was my base? Is that it? That is not my base. I have lost my base. And no, it's got to be over this hill. Or is it? I don't remember. Yeah, it should be over here. In meantime, let's kill more pigs. It's gotta be over here somewhere. Got some nice water over there, so we can get water later when we need it. Don't know where we can get the lava. We haven't dug down yet. Will we be digging down soon? Yes, we will. This should be where it is, I think. There it is. And now I'm going to dig the dirt, because I need dirt for my wall. And I have to hurry up with the dirt for my wall, because it's important to have the dirt for my wall. I've got to stop all the cliches of the stupid things I used to do. I used to go around and say yes, and oh, it'll get done eventually in the future. Remember that one? I was saying that a lot in my Crack Pack video. Oh, that's another question. Is this going to be Season 6? Are we going to turn this into a multiplayer map? Well, I guess that's going to depend entirely upon the reaction I get to this map. Is it any good for some people? I have no idea. Maybe it's not good for any people. Maybe it's not suitable for anybody whatsoever and nobody should watch it. Well, you know, that's going to be your fault. This is therapeutic for me. I have to get through this sort of thing. When one has the kind of life that I do, one does the kind of things that I do. And that is actually a very unfortunate thing to say. But it is also, haha, true! Yes, true, I say. And I don't know where I'm putting this. I'm already trying to pretty this up, and it's made of dirt. Well, I'm sorry. I don't have enough dirt now to complete this wall, or to complete this opening. Then there's no hope for mankind, and we are truly doomed. And speaking of which, where am I putting this exactly? Is it going here? Is it going there? I have no idea. Let's fill in some of this, shall we? Oop, not there. This will be a nice place to put it, he says, mockingly of himself, because that's just simply not true. We have enough for a door. We do not have enough for a door. We have to go get more. We don't have... Three, 4, 5, 6. We need one of those. And we need one of those. And we need one of those. And that's all we'll need. We'll get more in a little bit. Put you guys in there for a future episode. Get you guys in there cooking. Even though I can only cook one group of you. Ooh, that is nice. The nice orangey glow. And now I have to go out and kill a tree or two. I'm not going to pick up the seed, or not the seeds, the saplings of these trees because I aim to clear out the area and we'll get trees wherever we need them in future. They are not going to run out anytime soon. Maybe they might run out in this area, but we can always travel to get more when it becomes necessary. And we will not need to travel and get more, then we can just take the saplings that we do get from the last trees that we have in our area. Something like that. Anyway, we're working on this. We are working feverishly. It's got to be done quickly. And I do mean quickly. Let's make 2 doors. Not 1 door, but 2 doors. Because we're going not to make a double door. We'll do that later. Now what am I forgetting? I'm forgetting what I'm forgetting. Let's just do some more of this. Let's make our little door here. And now let us make some torches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's enough. Because we need the rest of the coal. The coal will run out. What I like about this... Now let's have one there. Let's have one way back over here. I don't know where to put this one. Put it there. Let's have one here. And let's have one here. There we go. All nice and cozy. And now we can shore up some of the problem areas. I don't know if we're going to dig down there yet, so we haven't decided on that. And that's a problem area. Done! We have our first place for the night. And it is terrible, but it is what we have, so that is what we will have to do. We have enough for 8 more. We will use 8 more. I will now eat the ceremonial first. Unfortunately, it's pig. I don't approve of eating pig. That seems to have prepared itself. And just in time, because we're about to proclaim this episode over. I'm not going to have one of those crazy asides by my bed. We couldn't find any sheep, so there's no bed yet the first day. We'll look outside for a second. Oh, that is gorgeous. Clouds moving a bit fast and also look a little bit like Japan. I see a birdie and a horsey. Well, I see Japan. What, all of it? No, just part of it. I don't really know what to say here. This is not a place to have asides. We are not going to have asides. I don't want to take any asides. Whose aside am I on? This isn't about that sort of thing, and that's where the whole thing about it'll all get done eventually came from. Well, you know what? I don't want it to all get done eventually. Have you seen what happened in Season 4? I wasn't able to finish the project. Have you seen what happened in Season 3? I wasn't able to finish a project. Have you seen what happened in Season 2? I wasn't able to finish a project. This goes on, and there's a reason for that. It's because it doesn't get finished. These things don't get finished because we reset maps. And we reset maps because we either get tired of them or we don't want to continue the video series, or in the case of the multiplayer maps, it's simply a problem of I can't continue the map because everybody else is getting bored with it, and I have to accede to their wishes to do something about that. Yes, and I completely and totally agree. Meanwhile, of course, this is a complete disaster. We want to keep our map going. This is a single-player map. It is not intended to have a storyline. At first, anyway. It's not intended to have a storyline at first. It's just meant to be a map. It's a map that I could keep playing and playing and playing. This is not using 1.8. Oh. Cobble. Need to make more stuff. This may not be using 1.8. Ooh, that would be nice. Make some of those. 1, 2, 3, and let's leave it like that. Let's just have 3 of any weapon at a time. Or tool, I should say. 2. And to 3. Yes, now there's that glitch is back again. And let's keep the door because I'm going to consider where to put the other door. And so we're stuck in here for the day, and so we'll see you next time.